you can see the wounds on this thing just start to knit back together. Boy chummers, before we get started, if you enjoy our content, do us a favor and give us a like if you're on YouTube, or rate the episode if you're listening on audio. These interactions go a long way in helping us spread the word of Shadowrun out to those people that might be interested. We are also trying to reach our subscriber goal of 1,000 subscribers, so if you could help us with that, we'd be greatly appreciated. Now on to the recap. Last time on SINless, it was a scary murder carnival. Well, minus the carnival. There was lots of blood and some writing on walls and eerie nursery rhymes over PA systems. And then we walk into a cafeteria and something straight out of a nightmare walks into the room from the other side and the lights go off. And that's where things are going to kick off today, with a lovely little fight in the dark. But before that, a quick word from the sponsor, DriveThruRPG. Whatever game you play around your table, DriveThruRPG has you covered with core books, modules, and new systems. For those of you that are interested in giving something new a try, hop on over to DriveThruRPG. Just use our affiliate code that can be found down in the description and drop that in when you're picking up your products. And that will not only help you out, but help us out as well. So thank you very much for that. All of that is now crystal clear and out of the way. I guess the first order of business is initiative?
How far away is this thing from us?
It's in the middle of the room, so I'd say... Well, it's on the other side of the room when it walked in, so I'd say it's probably a good 10 feet away.
About 10 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what I want to try to do... Also, how many arms does this thing have?
Just 2.
Just the 2? Okay.
It doesn't have Goro arms, so...
Doesn't have Goro arms?
No Goro arms.
Yes. This is still only phase 1 of the boss fight, so...
You have to wait for the weird chorus Latin music to kick in to get to the final stage.
Yeah. And then that way he can break my glasses and I can go, those are $500 sunglasses, you asshole.
Fantastic.
Okay. What I want to do is run up to the allegedly covered Applejacks in the middle of the ring, and I'm gonna grab the tarp and then pull it to take it with me, and then throw it at this guy in like a blinding maneuver to try to like throw it over his head so he can't.
Well, isn't he like across the room from us?
Well, so it's like us. Yeah, so it's like us, Applejack's in the middle, he's on the back side of it. So it would be running forward, grabbing it as I'm running by, then running up to him, throwing tarp.
I see. Got it.
Yeah, cool. He's basically running by Applejacks, and as he's running by, he's grabbing the tarp.
Applejacks.
To throw it up.
Applejacks.
What? Come on. You don't trust me?
No.
Applejacks.
Applejacks.
Hey man, I came here to like visit this place and scout it out, and you got me in a saw carnival, okay?
Well, you know how to get out. That's all I'm saying. All right, so since we're just throwing the tarp at the guy, go ahead and let's roll strength for the throw. So tarp goes flying up. Next, creepy thing.
Oh no.
Yes, it's rather fast.
Oh.
So tarp goes up. It's coming straight at it, and it looks like it's just going to throw its claws out and rip it in half. You hear the tearing of the tarp as it rips it in half, and it runs at
the guy right in front of him, obviously. Not the people behind him. It actually goes for Applejacks and just murders them.
No. He goes for the defenseless guy.
Yeah, right. The defenseless thing in the middle of the room. No. No, he's running at. He's going to run at Kaze as Kaze is running by, throwing. So he rips. It's like he rips through it and charges straight ahead at you. And he will swing once. Want to dodge? You can use dodge if you want. You roll.
I don't know how that works.
So to dodge, what you would do is you would roll as much combat pull as you want,
Okay.
and every 4 that you roll is a success, unless you have any kind of wound modifiers right now.
I do not.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's healthy.
Okay. Then you would be rolling 4s, and every 4 you get counts as a successful dodge, which will eliminate his successes. So if you end up with more successes in your dodge, then he completely misses you.
Oh, I see. You know, then let's go and try that. Because combat pool refreshes anyway. So
How many 4s did you get?
4.
4 4s.
Well, 4 hires, I suppose.
Yes, 4 hires.
Technically, I got 1 4, but I got 4.
Well, you know what? It's 4 or higher is a successful dodge.
Then 4.
Okay. So you remove that. He is still going to hit you, but this is the fun part with melee combat, is that you also get to participate in the melee combat because it's always a back and forth. So right now he is hitting you.
Okay.
But you get to roll your melee skill. You win the combat.
Yay!
Nice.
You eliminate enough of his successes. So you have 1 die left over, which means a regular hit will go through. So how would you like this to play out?
As he does the charge in to me, I'm gonna kind of like try to do like a side dodge for whatever I'm assuming like a slash attack.
Yeah, he's like coming at you with both claws, like
and then
X.
I see that. Hit him with the cross chop. After I do the dodge out, I want to try to specifically go for his leg to try to see if we can take it.
Brass, you are up next.
So am I able to close the distance and do the punching?
What's your quickness?
4.
Yes, you should be able to close the distance and do the punching.
I'm going the distance, and I'm going for speed, and I'm going to go ahead, and as I'm running in, is he prone at this point, or is he still standing up?
So at this point, basically, the tarp is gone. He's ripped through it and gone for like an X slash at Kaze, who has dodged under him and done kind of a sliding slash with his sword into his legs. So it's like Kaze's going under as he's going over in this motion right now.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so he's like midair. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and as I'm running up, I'm just gonna jump towards him and in the air punch him in the face.
Just Superman punch him in the face.
Superman punch him when in doubt.
So you'll go to punch him. He will negate your successes. He has 1 left over. You're going to punch him in the face, and instead, as he's twisting in the air, he twists just under your fist as your fist like grazes his cheek, and he juts his claw to go like right up under your chin, just kind of like.
Question: Does this figure strike any similarities to anything I may or may not have seen in previous adventures?
You've seen things move this fast before.
Uh-oh. Not a good start. Okay, cool.
So, he's striking you with his fist. Please roll me. What's your impact armor?
That would be 6. And I have dodge.
You do, but you chose to attack first.
Uh-oh.
Dodge is more of a reactionary. So this is just his flat hit. So please roll me your body against target number 3. You're struck under the chin and you just take it like a champ.
Yeah, when he strikes me under the chin, I'm gonna act like it hurts for a sec, and I'm gonna go, joke's on you. I love a good fight.
Fantastic. Otto, what would you like to do? You've seen both of them rush in.
Well, from my astral perception, does this look familiar? Like, I probably don't recognize this aura, but does the shape look familiar?
Yes, you've seen one before.
Yeah. Are there any windows in this room?
No.
Okay, never mind. Unfortunate. That would have been helpful. Oh god, they're both in space. Oh, I got nothing else to do. All right, I'll pull up my Ruger Thunderbolt and I will take a shot at him. I'll do call shot first.
Where are you called shotting?
The leg.
Same leg that got slashed?
Yes. All right,
Yeah.
so Otto, as they go charging in, Otto pulls out his gun and like aims at the leg, and he's like, Kaze's jumping in, and he's just kind of raises the gun a little bit and just releases 3 shots. Did they do damage?
Looks like it hit, and there's little spray of blood.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted.
Okay, and then Kaze, it's your turn again.
At this point, how roughed up is the leg looking? Did any of Otto's shots hit the leg, or did it just go into the body?
So one of the bullets hits center mass, and the other 2 hit up closer to the shoulder. There's some spray of blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working the same leg. Just going for a swing on it.
You're gonna call shot his leg.
Yes.
Okay. It wins combat. It'll remove your 1 success. I'm gonna need you to roll your body.
I got 2.
Okay. So you're gonna take a moderate wound from. You go to strike at his damaged leg, and he's already ready for you to do so. And so you both have kind of reset and are squaring off with Brass just off to the side. You go down for the swipe to the leg, and it just rakes you across your chest. With its momentum, it still carries over. It tries to throw a shot into claw strike into Brass.
Rude. Can I dodge?
But I love not being a melee character.
Just shoot a gun into a crowd.
Right. Yes, you can dodge if you want, using any remaining combat pool that you have.
I will use my sidestep.
How many successes did you get? You needed 4s.
Oh, I got 1.
1 4?
Sure
Okay.
did.
So you don't completely dodge his attack, and it's still coming at you. Do you want to roll melee? Try and
Oh, yes. He's clawing. He's slashing. He goes to claw at me. I'm going to do the good old Dempsey roll. Just rolling back and forth. And then I'm going to just do one like side punch to the side of his head. And I got 10 successes.
looks like it connects really hard. You actually see the bottom part of his jaw go like this, and a little bit of spit flies out of his mouth. And then Brass, it will be your turn
Ooh.
after doing this hit.
All right. So as I do the left punch of the Dempsey roll, going to go in for the right punch.
Roll away with any amount of combat pool you would like to use up to your skill.
I'm going to use my remaining combat pool. And I'm just going to go trick or treat, motherfragger.
So you'll still hit and be doing 8 serious. So this punch hits into the side of his face, but doesn't push it like the last one did. And
It was a catchphrase.
It just kind of holds there for a second. And now we're back to re-rolling initiative. All right, so before we do our initiative pass of Brass, you are going to be first this round.
Yeah, I'm
In the dim light that you've got in the cafeteria from like the emergency lighting and the exit signs. So everybody with low light vision helps. Otto doesn't really affect you since you see in the astral. Anyway, he's like a bright beacon in the night. But for those with low light, you can see the wounds on this thing just start to knit back together. The cuts just seal up. The jaw resets itself into its jawline, and you hear the crack noises. And Brass, go ahead and take a turn.
Sick. I'm gonna use 6 combat pool and roll 12 dice again. Brass goes in for the left. He goes in for the right. The right one doesn't stick. He goes, I'm a southpaw anyway. Happy Labor Day! And I punch him under the chin. And, he's testing the waters. He's running out things on the calendar. It's gonna be 9 successes.
Oof! Wow.
I have the one good punch around.
You hit him square on under the jaw, and you see his head tilt up just ever so slightly.
Easy. You said ever so slightly?
Yes, ever so slightly. As his head tilts up from you, happy Labor Day, giving him the uppercut. You can feel the claws of his hand just kind of try to stab into your abdomen.
We're always fighting.
He still wins combat.
Oh no.
These roll me. Your total is 9 for your armor and everything. So roll me your body against target number 3, please. No damage.
Yay.
Good job.
Kaze,
Yes.
you see it's your turn. You've seen these punches go back and forth. This thing just tried to gut Brass. Somehow Brass just takes it like a champ, just chest out, chest bumps the claw away.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to do that, unfortunately. So
Fair,
I don't know that that's gonna be the best way to go. If I do a quick scan of the inside of the cafeteria here, is there
A bowling pot of soup?
more so like anything interestingly usable for combat that
I mean, there are tables you could.
Can you use Apple Jacks as an improvised weapon?
no.
But you could.
I
you
wouldn't.
could,
I wouldn't
fine.
recommend it. Wouldn't recommend it.
So I mean, my thought is if it has a noticeable regenerative state to it, usually you either combat that by lighting it on fire or freezing it. So
There are
Some ice cubes.
no, not ice cubes. There are fire extinguishers.
Oh, there we go.
okay. I mean, I don't know if fire extinguishers are necessarily cold enough.
Can we turn on a stove?
No, I get this is more of a like lighting it on fire type scenario, not
Yeah, right.
Looking
I'm,
for something possibly flammable.
I'm talking about a scream. I want to say 5 or 6. Like smash hand sanitizer on the face and then smash him into a stove.
okay.
Flawless.
Does Brass have hand sanitizer on?
Always.
Oh, okay, well then
These fists get dirty, you know.
we might be in the market then.
There would be one of those automatic dispensers in the cafeteria. You don't want to eat with dirty hands.
Get hand sanitizer on, slap Ghoul in face with hand sanitizer, hand, and then throw a lighter behind me as I
walk away
the
completely
momentum
missed.
carries.
It's a whole process, you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so after being slashed in the last round of combat and kind of like, not really digging that, can I move to go into the actual kitchen area and look around for potentially useful things like any type of aerosol apparatus would probably be good. I mean, if these guys have like a creme brulee torch in here for some reason, I don't know what kind of cooking Blue Chip gets up to, but that would be amazing.
So you're running out of combat and leaping over the domes, kind of serving plexiglass to be on the other side of the kitchen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I imagine it was more when I get, giant slashed across the chest by this thing, it's more the force knocks me out of combat, and then I use that momentum to go fight smarter, not harder, and then from there we'll go back into the kitchen and look for utensils.
All right, give me
destruction.
an intelligence roll for a quick scan when you get back there.
5 is my highest.
Nothing immediately catches your eye, but the pain in your chest is intense. Otto, you have now watched Kaze kind of pushed back from his last strike. He leaps over the serving area back into the kitchen and is doing a quick look around the area.
Got it. So, did I see it regenerate?
Yes, you
Okay.
do see it regenerate in the ass.
Could I make a magic knowledge roll, assuming it's probably magic, and try to see if I know anything about regeneration?
Sure can.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Roll me your magic knowledge.
Oh.
You'd roll intelligence because you're trying to recall information. 4 successes. Yes, you've heard of some paracritters having this special power of regeneration, which allows them to live on through even the most grievous of wounds.
Yeah. Do I know of any counters to it? If there even are ways to stall it / nullify it?
Massive damage to the brainstem is usually good. Massive damage to the brainstem, or just catastrophic damage to the body, like as much damage as you could dole out.
So kill it.
Yeah.
It can't regenerate from death.
Or
Okay.
can it?
Oh, well, actually, that's fair. All right. Okay. I'm gonna yell out to just kind of the room, but mostly at Brass, who's still in melee combat. Aim for its head, and I'm also going to aim for its head. That's a called shot.
That is a
Aim
cold
for its
shot.
head. Can I take aim and do a called shot, or one or the other?
You can do both.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that, and tell me
Okay.
what I'm looking for, boss man.
So you're not wounded at all, right?
Nope, because I'm better.
You're cold shotting its head,
Yes.
and you're aiming.
Yes.
So that becomes target number 7.
I can take that. Did you take into account that Brass is also within
Oh,
range?
target number 8. Oh wait, hang on. Your
What?
burst. I forget. I
Oh,
keep
we're
forgetting we're burst
bursting.
firing. So
Ah.
that becomes 11.
That's 111. And then it
That hits.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's got a body resistance stuff.
Yeah.
Damage resistance test. You go to fire your burst, and then as it comes at it, you see it try to use its incredible speed to jump out of the way and bullets graze by its head,
Okay.
leaving a lovely little mark down the side.
Got it. Could I say something else or move?
Yeah, free action. Go ahead.
Okay.
What else you want to say?
Brass, you could try grappling it and I could shoot it in its head.
Brass, it's your turn. So what do you want to do? You no longer have friends in melee.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I do best, and that is we're gonna do the good old punching once again.
Okay.
Punch, except just one. And the damage I've been doing, has it been like superficial damage?
Well, it's like bruises and everything. Like
Bruises.
you're bruising it because you're doing stun damage,
Right.
which would stack for his modifiers because
Okay.
the other two are doing physical, right?
Okay.
It's just that when the new round started, it looked like he was almost completely fresh.
3 this time.
3?
Yeah. Yeah.
He still wins combat. You take 1 light wound.
Oh no.
While you were trying to throw that punch, and he happens to get a claw back at you. So just leave a scratch. Now he's going for another one of his, trying to impale you in the gut again with his claw. Just a stab into your gut.
I can use my boxing.
You can box or you can dodge.
Dodge.
What do you want to do?
My boxing is much higher. And now that I have a light wound, it's +1s.
Yeah, which makes it 5s.
It's not gonna get that much better. I got 2.
2?
Yes.
Okay. He still wins, and this is going to be a heavy gut punch. Please roll me your body.
Mhm.
This time against target number 5.
I got 5.
Oh, okay. You just take another light wound.
Is that increasing my
You're
checks
still
by
only. You're still only
just
at,
+1?
yeah, still only at +1.
Okay.
And then Brass, you get a whole nother turn because you rolled so well,
Ooh. Okay. And
and you'll be the only one to go after you take this turn. We're re-rolling initiatives. I'll let you know.
okay. If I grapple, how does that affect initiative? In the event that I have grappled him.
Well, it'll depend on who's going first. If he's grappled at the start of his turn, he's going to spend it trying to escape.
Okay, we're doing it. We're gonna
Okay.
try for it. What
Gonna try
am
for
I
it?
rolling for that?
It's still like a melee skill. It's just
Oh,
instead
sick.
of doing damage, you're going to try and wrap him up. You got 5?
Mm-hmm.
Well. I also got 5. Ties go to the attacker.
Hey. Okay, cool. So,
How do you want to
as-
do this?
Yeah, as we're stabbing, we're punching, we're having a good old time. I'm just gonna take his arm, like grab it, put it over mine, and I'm just biting him.
He's biting the ghoul. I gotcha. Uh-huh.
What's up? I don't
No,
see
no.
what's wrong.
Totally fine.
I'm distracting him with my teeth.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's all I need, buddy.
Let's
That's all
re-roll.
I need, man.
Let's re-roll those initiatives, everybody. Starting with him trying to break out of the grapple.
Well,
We're going to do opposed strength tests here. All right. You're able to hold on to him.
Nice.
And then, Brass, it's your turn. Do you want to do anything, or do you just want to maintain your hold? Because you could still technically punch him, because
Mhm.
you're in melee, but then that
Mhm.
means that he gets a chance to try and claw you back.
I will maintain the hold,
Okay, we're just wrestling, rolling around.
holding him as still as possible.
Okay. Kaze?
Okay. I'm gonna go for something potentially dumb here, and we're gonna see what happens.
Okay.
So while Brass is holding the big ghoul boy,
Uh-huh.
from being in the kitchen position, I want to go for to try to basically run up to where the divider side, the plexiglass side thing is,
Mm-hmm.
and then jump off of that and try to swing the sword at its head.
Okay, so they're rolling around on the ground. You're running up to jump off the plexiglass and then sword strike its head as you go by.
Yes.
I love the anime style here. It's so great. Think big. I love it.
That's what I'm here for.
All right.
Hang
Yeah.
on, real quick. I would like to make a slight variation.
Sure.
Same basic concept, only
Uh-huh.
instead of going for a slash on the head,
Uh-huh.
I want to try to stab into the head to hold it in place so Otto can take the shot while I'm holding it in place with the katana.
Sure. Okay.
Team.
like it.
This is a team effort right here.
Go team.
Guys,
Go team. So it doesn't stick directly into his head as you're going through, but it is like partially in through the side. Not dead on, but still, you still got the hit.
Is it in enough that I could still use it as like a leverage to position
You
like
could
the hold
Like
the
a
head
steering
as it
wheel.
will.
you could still position a little bit, or even drag your sword across to try to kind of cut that way.
Gotcha.
But Otto, it is also your turn as this happens.
all right, I'm gonna run up to it. Not close enough to be within melee range, just to be safe. And I'm gonna shoot it in its head.
Called shotting its head.
Called shotting, taking aim.
Okay. Called shotting, taking aim.
Doing a
So.
quick emote on him, hitting a dab,
Wow.
default dance on him.
Uh
Hit him with the gritty.
Yeah. Do a floss on him. Yeah.
huh. So, you've run up and just
Yeah, I could just run over it. Okay. As Kaze sticks his sword into it, piercing his head, and I run up, stay about 3 feet away so it can't reach me with any claws, take aim with my pistol, and just release fire into it.
Okay. You see the burst fire, the 3 shots do hit it in the face. It's almost like a line right under its nose. Just bullets impacting into its face. Blood kind of pours a little bit. And it goes to... It's still alive. It's going to try to again break out of the grapple. Just lucky enough to maintain the grapple. And then, Brass, it is your turn.
Okay, so we got an Auto 3 feet away. We got a Kaze using
Kind of holding the sword
doing
in
a reverse Excalibur.
as it's struggling. And then it's struggling against you. There's blood pouring out of its face.
Okay, fantastic. With my grapple in hold, do I need both my arms?
Well, you're using both your arms to kind of
Okay, using both the arms.
restrain it, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just focus on maintaining. I don't know if there's an action I can do for that specifically, but hey, this is working. It's working.
And then both Kaze and Otto, you both go at the same time. What would you like to do?
I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm unloading into his head. Okay.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Yep. So I just take aim again.
Nothing's changed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Take aim.
aim
Nothing's
again.
changed. Target number 10. Too much recoil. Fires into the ceiling. Kaze.
I mean, I guess from where I am right now, I'll just try to like pull the sword through and
Ooh.
Okay.
cut his head.
All right. Roll me another melee. How are you doing this? How do you want to do it? 'Cause it is successful.
So as I will like grab the hilt
The
with
hilt?
with both hands and drag up, and then once I get to the neck, I kind of like push to dig in and do like a upward slice, trying to see if we can decapitate him.
So you're going to slice the top of the head off, just like from like that, right? Just goes flying off.
Love it.
You kind of see the light in its eyes. Well, you can kind of tell its eyes kind of go more opaque. And then because Karma, you can see in the astral.
Whoa, Karma's here? Oh my god, my
I'm
child.
sorry, Otto.
My son,
My son!
my boy.
Otto, in the astral, you can see two things, distinct things at the same time as Kaze cuts its head. You suddenly see all of its essence pull into its chest, into like a ball of condensed magical energy.
Uh-oh.
And at the same time, you can see a familiar aura
Okay.
of a fox suddenly jumping in front of you,
Okay.
and you see kind of somewhat of a barrier go up like a shield as this thing explodes with magical energy. Here we go. This is going to be fun.
Okay. I love being dual natured. It's great.
Yeah, you get to see all the fun stuff.
That is true. You
Uh,
guys just see Otto just flinch and then
the-
just run across the room.
the mundanes, one grappling and the other cutting through the head. You both see kind of a quick bright light appear at its chest, and then you feel yourselves propelled backwards violently. Both of you will need to make me damage resistance tests, please, against target number 6. Otto, you're going to take a light wound from being slammed back against the wall.
That's fair.
With a barrier?
Well, that's
Light
why he's
wound or
taking a
light
light wound.
Oh.
Light stun.
Okay.
Yeah, light stun because you're thrown back against the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Brass, since you're the epicenter, you're holding it.
Giving him a good hug.
You feel the extra force just kind of slam you into the ground as well, and you're going to take also going to take a light stun and a light wound.
That's rough.
And then Kaze, you get blown backwards again. You'll slam into the serving area. You will take a light stun and a light wound as well. But as you're watching all of this, it does that flash eruption, and you see whatever's left of it burning off in this purplish fire. Yeah, burning off the purplish fire, and then Otto, you can see a wisp of something kind of rise up in the astral, and it just swirls and then
Neat.
and whatever it swirled did have a little bit of an aura.
Can I sense that aura
Before it pops? Yeah,
before it pops?
sure. I'll let
I
you do it.
get 2 successes.
Well, obviously it's heavily injured, whatever it was. No cyberware.
Oh, thank God.
The general emotional state is angry.
Good. Actually, not.
It's weird in that it's not necessarily a spirit, although it has some spirit aura, but it's not a spell either.
Is it like a summon almost?
Maybe.
Does it kind of like have what a sprite has?
Almost.
A sprite, a spirit? Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
But it has emotion tied to it, which is what's
that's weird.
Weird.
Okay. So like maybe a possession kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe. And then it just you can still see the fox standing in front of you, and it just one paw just reaches out.
Oh. Can I touch the paw? Can I reach out for the paw?
Do you want to try and reach out for the paw?
I want to reach out and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I want one hand goes through the pocket, grabs my totem, the small fox wooden totem, and the other one goes for the paw.
Okay. You can, when you touch the paw, you can feel some kind of slight jolt that goes through you, and it feels like it passes from the hand that's outreached and goes into the totem that you're holding.
I look at. Does the totem look any different?
In the astral, yes. There's now a slight aura that's emanating from around it. Meanwhile, the two of you mundanes see him just gingerly put out his hands, and it looks like he got a quick electrical shock from something.
Well, while he's doing all of that, I want to go check on Applejack. Like, Otto's doing his own thing now. I don't know, he's doing something.
Okay. The lights will come back up in the cafeteria. There's wherever it was, and Brass, you on your chest are coated in this blackish blood. It almost looks like ink. And that's what's thrown over the floor from any slashes or bullet shots that you did. It's just this black sludge almost. When the lights come back on. In the middle of the room is a very, very heavily wounded and distraught looking Applejack.
Hey.
He has cuts all over his arms. He's holding his side. His face looks bruised up and puffed up. And there's still little bits of blood that's leaking out of his mouth. And he's just kind of reaching up from the ground.
Well, I gotta say, you've looked better, buddy, but...
I hurt. all over.
Understandable. I want to try to see if I can. Perchance, is there like any cloths or rags or anything in the kitchen area that I can?
Yeah, there's some towels.
Okay. I'm like, wait. I know you're gonna be tempted to, but don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And so I'm gonna run back over to the kitchen area and grab like all the towels and stuff.
Okay.
Also, is there any type of like container or something for the purposes of collecting a sample of this weird goo stuff?
Goo?
Yeah.
If you want to rummage around under the cabinets, yeah, you could find like a little, like one of those soup container things.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you usually get your wonton soup in.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I'll grab all the towels for me, and then I'll go hand the container over to Brass and just be like, "We need some goop," and then go back over to Applejack.
As I'm covered with goop,
Yeah.
just like slowly starting to like just group it up and put it in the jar that's on me.
I'll take 2 steps forward, and then I'll turn back around, and I'll hand one of the towels to him, and I'll also just for after, and then turn back around.
Well, Brass, while you're scraping it up off of you, it almost does kind of goop up like it's like thick sludge or slime.
And then I'm gonna take the towels over and start trying to like tourniquet open wound areas that
Sure.
I can as best I can with towels.
Do you have any medicine skill or first aid?
No, I'm winging it, man. I'm
Awesome.
doing my best.
Okay, roll me. Oh God, roll me your intelligence.
Uh-huh.
And subtract 2 from
Okay.
the roll. Its highest roll, subtract 2.
Okay. Also, I would like to also note, to the extent that like I'm obviously not trying to like, if I try to do something and he's like, "Oh, I'm not just gonna like keep forcing it, like to like cause bigger damage," like this.
Okay, so if he starts squirting more blood, you'll stop. Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like,
You can help staunch a little bit. He's still bleeding pretty badly. You definitely need to get him out of here.
Yeah.
He definitely needs some kind of medical once over, as soon as possible.
mhm.
He's looking pretty rough.
Yeah. This was more just meant, in the interim to get him to the once over. Sounds like he's got some wounds.
While you're doing that and tightening everything, and he's groaning in pain while you do it, he just kind of rolls back, and you just watch him kind of pass out. Just so much pain.
Understandable.
You guys are in a bloody, messy cafeteria. What are we doing?
Okay, I want to check once again. Jumping back into I'm getting really familiar with this kitchen layout at this point, so might as well just get like a part-time job. Do they have any type of like serving tray? Like,
Yeah,
like
they've got
no,
the
or
lunch
so-
trays.
like no, sorry, I meant like a serving cart. Like a trolley cart that they would maybe put something on, or
No, it's all just kind of the lunch tray type deal that you've got from, high school, middle school. Got the lunch
Okay.
tray. Go through the line.
we previously went to the nurse's office, right? When we were originally looking.
Yeah.
Were there wheelchairs in there?
How lucky do you feel? Yes, there were wheelchairs in that room.
Okay. I do a quick look over to Otto. Is he still doing his magic thing? He's just gonna.
He's recovered from his initial shock and is just kind of.
Okay.
I guess you're looking around after that, Otto, or what are you doing after?
I mean, is my spirit still there? Is Foxman still there?
You feel like it may be in the totem now that you're holding.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna try something.
Okay, what are you gonna try?
Try to cast a spell.
Oh, what are we gonna
Oh.
cast?
That's a great question.
That is a
I'm gonna try to cast improved invisibility
on yourself.
on myself.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and roll it. So both of you are still there. Kaze, you're running around grabbing stuff. Brass, you're just scraping your chest into the and you watch right in front of your eyes as Otto just slowly gets more and more opaque until he's not standing there anymore.
Oh no, somebody altered the timeline and his parents never met and now he's phasing out of existence. We have to do something.
Brass like tries not to drop the jar as he drops to his knees. He's like, no.
All right, I'm gonna end the spell.
Okay. Also, roll me your drain too.
All right.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
forgot about that, didn't we? And then you just drop it as Brass
Yeah,
is
just drop
lamenting.
it.
Okay. Suddenly, Otto reappears right in front of your vision, right where he was standing. Like he was phasing out, and he disappeared, and now he's back.
Yay, true love prevailed.
Oh my goodness, I'm back, baby. Woo! All right, what are we doing? I'm good. What's happening? I was focused on something else. What are we doing? You need something? I got stuff. What are we doing? Is that Applejacks?
Otto, you can see the passed out form of Applejack on the floor, and Kaze is looking for stuff to. Well, no. Would you be running to the nurse's office to get the wheelchair? Or
I'm about to, but I wanted to check before I leave. I wanted to ask Brass, do you happen to have any first aid knowledge by chance?
No.
I know about medicine.
You do know about medicine? Also, I was going to say because I don't
medicine, but I know about medicine.
What does that mean contextually?
I can tell you what medicine you need to use and what stuff you do not need to use.
Oh,
but
I
couldn't tell you how to apply it in a specific way.
So no. Okay, cool. All right, good to know.
Well, I mean, I can tell you what chemicals not to grab.
I don't know if that's going to super help in this specific scenario, but, fair. Okay, cool. Then, yes, I will take off for the infirmary to go grab a wheelchair. And then I also want to search when I get there to see if they have, I'm assuming because it's an infirmary they will, but, any type of, the big bandaging, so I could,
the ace bandages?
Yeah. And then, gauze wrap, so I could try to, wrap up the stuff, because that's, pretty surface level knowledge. I think putting a Band-Aid on, I think I should be able to handle that one.
Putting a Band-Aid on and tourniqueting wounds are very different.
No, that's fair. The tourniqueted wounds thing was definitely that makes sense. And definitely we'll do a check for that. But I'm really hoping that you don't make me do a first aid check to apply ace bandages and gauze wrap. But
you can rewrap the places that you already were when you come running back in. Are you coming in with the wheelchair?
Yes, with the wheelchair.
Okay, so
because I was going to use the wheelchair to put all of the stuff that all the supplies into, so I could push that.
So Brass and Otto, you watch as Kaze runs out of the room, and then comes back just a few minutes later, and he's got a wheelchair, and it's piled up with gauze and ace bandages and Band-Aids. And he just starts taking them off and rewrapping, throwing the bloody towels away and rewrapping with packed gauze and bandages.
Is that Applejacks? Did we do it?
It is Applejacks. Yes, this is Applejacks.
Cool.
It's still alive but rough. So
can I
say as I just keep slapping.
Oh, you want to sense his aura?
Yeah,
you absolutely can. He is injured.
Okay. Yeah. All right. To be fair, didn't know that, so...
He has cyberware. A lot of it is headwear.
Okay.
His emotional state or impression, he is unconscious.
Got it.
He's not an elemental.
That's good.
Doesn't have any power foci.
That's unfortunate.
I know, right? He is mundane. You'd never seen his aura before until now. And there is... Do you get to know anything else? No, that's it.
Okay. All right.
So he's injured and unconscious.
Well, hey, now I know.
Good job.
Yep.
You know for sure.
So we're leaving, right? We're good? We got what we needed?
Yep, that's the plan.
So are you planning on going out the way you came, or... You want to go out a different
Probably
way?
go to the front of the building and
Mhm.
see if we can just leave.
Walk out?
Yeah,
Sure.
because since we don't really have to worry about guards or
Right,
anybody
right.
else in this facility, I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Hey, I'm gonna reload my gun, by the way. Just saying that's a thing we don't really do very often, but I did run out of bullets.
Okay, great.
So
Uh,
just reload.
I'm gonna
Sure.
reload my sword.
I'm gonna pull out my gun, and by my gun I mean Otto's gun.
All right. As you guys walk out of the cafeteria, please, everybody, make me a perception test, which is rolling your intelligence. As you guys are leaving the cafeteria, you can hear the sound of many footsteps back. You estimate back where you came out of the room from the underground, and you can hear kind of a gnashing, gnawing sound.
Cool. So as we leave out of the doors, can I barricade them in some way? Like,
What do you want to use as barricade?
well, okay. So what do they have? What's the handle situation? Is it enclosed handles? Is it turn handles for the doors?
No, they're like the pool.
It's like pull
or
handles.
push. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in the sake of quickness, I just want to try to tie him up with like one of the towels,
Okay.
and just to tie him together
Sure.
as they're closed.
Go for it.
Okay.
You're tying everything, so we'll just say you're tying the door with the towels.
I also am going to go ahead and cast Increased Reflexes on myself. I rolled for it. I successed. I do not take any drain as well. Now, secondary question, which easy, you get to decide this. Would I have brought my foci with me? Because it's been a while since I have spells, but I did carry them with me my entire career until I lost spells. So
True. And you were feeling kind of about having lost it. You weren't sure whether you were going to get them back or not.
right, but I did just
So-
I found the fox thing, and some
I
magical
know.
stuff has been happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Old habits die hard, and you're in luck. I rolled a 6.
Nice. All right. And see, that's why you should never give up your old habits.
So on that note, I think I actually do have a spare katana, because I have grower.
Do you want to
'Cause-
sacrifice it here and jam it in?
Oh no, I assumed that Brass was
Aw.
asking because I thought that he wanted a melee weapon in case the giant swarm of ghouls catch up to us, so you're not, punching ghouls into yourself, because that's a bad thing. I thought he was meaning more offensively. Could I just use the sheath from my katana to wedge in?
Yeah, you could use that and the towels.
Okay,
In
yeah, then I'll do
combination?
that.
Okay.
And then I'll just carry the sword. I can get a new sheath.
And-
That's...
And are there like benches?
Outside?
No, well, wherever we are, like I'm looking for something that has like a long wooden.
You're running out through the front door, right? The gates were not closed, so you can run right through the front door. Yeah, so there are benches outside if you want to try and rip up a bench and slam it into the door.
Oh, I thought that we were still leaving the cafeteria, and I thought we were barricading the... Oh, it's as we're leaving the facility.
No, as you're leaving the cafeteria out in the hallway, because it's almost a straight shot through the initial common room, and then you can see the doors to
Into
go
the front
outside.
office.
So you're hearing all this noise from where you originally came from,
Gotcha.
down the hallway.
Down the hallway,
So
but
behind
not
us?
so...
Yeah, you're coming out, and it's down where you came from.
Got it. So we can run towards the door without running into the ghouls.
So barricading the door for the cafeteria is not going to do anything, because they're not coming through the cafeteria, they're coming
No.
straight on. Okay.
They're coming straight on. But if you run outside, you could technically barricade those doors. It's up to you.
Do we need to barricade the front doors?
Do we? I mean, we're releasing ghouls on the city. We're downtown, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Do we care about that? Because if not, we could just. I don't care.
It's not great. A secondary question:
There's gates. We can lock the gates.
can anybody here start a fire? Should we just burn down the blue chip building?
I don't think it's our problem.
Well, but in terms of like feral ghouls getting out into the metroplex, that's not great. Just in general, that's not a good look. And everything that's in
Star.
here is already dead, pretty much. So
Okay, so can you start a fire?
No, that's why I was asking for the general consensus of the group.
No, otherwise I feel like we would have burned the dude in the back. So we should probably get going. Sorry, a little panic. There's a horde of ghouls. I might be fine. You guys aren't.
Point taken. Skedaddle. Eh?
Okay.
All right, you're running out onto the street.
You said there were gates. Is there any way to close the gates that we know of?
Yes, stay inside and manually close the
Are
gates.
we running or closing gates?
I can't do it because I couldn't get upstairs.
Just want to run out?
Yeah. If anyone wants to sacrifice themselves, go nuts. But
once you get out, you burst outside. I mean, there's still people out here because you're downtown. So there's foot traffic. Once you burst out of the doors, some people will, kind of jump out of your way as you come bursting out of the doors with a guy in a wheelchair covered with gauze and he's bleeding, and you have black sludge all over you, and some of you are scarred and cut up. So the initial shock of people seeing you when you come running out of here. What do you want to do?
I'm going. Group talk. What are we doing?
I feel like are we just going back to the base? Like,
Well,
I'm not sure what else.
How far away are we from the getaway vehicles?
Well, you parked them a couple blocks away, remember? And you went down into like a runoff drain.
So we're speed walking.
Got to get
Casual
back to
stroll.
those.
Okay.
And start just going, probably should warn people that there's feral ghouls coming as we move out of the way, since we're leaving anyway.
Right. So, I mean, I feel like this might help a little bit. I'm going to cast physical barrier on the doors.
Okay.
Or, like to block the doors from opening, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll for that.
Okay.
Which is not going to do much, but it will.
I was considering calling Lone Star in on this and saying there's like a bomb threat.
You want
or
to use
something.
your? I mean, how about you just be like, hey, there's a bunch of feral ghouls. I think they'll respond a little bit faster.
It's true.
I mean, someone should call Lone Star. Yeah, maybe we just tell someone on the street to cast Lone Star, but I'm currently busy casting spells, so.
Or you could run over and hit a panic button.
Oh yeah, is there a panic button outside the blue chip?
What's just like down at the end of the street? There's a Lone Star panic button.
Okay, I will go for that then.
Okay. You're just gonna hit it and then run.
Yep.
Ding dong ditch.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll leave
his spell.
I'll leave a post-it note on the panic button that'll say feral ghouls in blue chip, and I'll put that on the panic button.
Undead, open inside.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not great, but okay. So it's going to have a barrier rating of 3.
Okay.
I'm going to see. I'm going to resist, but it's
Sure.
there. And
Okay.
I'm leaving it there, and I'm running. So
And then also, as you're running, you can all make me some perception tests again. So, Brass, as you're running away and everything, you're after the panic button is hit, you're noticing that as you're going, the wounds from Applejack are leaking, leaving little droplets of blood from the wheelchair hitting the pavement to leave kind of a trail.
We got a leak while we're running, or jogging, or speed running, or speed walking.
Yeah, most people are getting out of your way. You're getting looks of, what's going on? And then some people are noticing the panic button has lit up down at the end of the street, and there's like a red siren kind of going off. So some people are starting to disperse and get away.
Gonna keep on going down to the escape vehicle.
Run to the escape vehicles.
I can stop the leak, but you guys might not like it.
How?
Petrify. It's not permanent. We've talked about this before. It's a sustain thing, but it will temporarily stop the leak. And I looked it up. It is. Oh well, that's for a cup. I don't know how many. But anyways, I'm trying to figure out the weight of this material. So how many cups is Applejack's?
What a question.
Wow. Kaze, you had something that you wanted to say.
I mean, do I have anything else that I could try to use to reapply to stop the bleeding at this?
He's already starting to seep through as much gauze as you've packed in.
Yeah.
So you'd either have to get more or take him directly to a hospital.
Right.
Because I mean, you have your options. You can take him to the hospital. You could try and find more gauze and bandages someplace, or you could chance trying to go all the way back to the Barrens with him in this state.
Yeah.
Which you're not a medical doctor, so you have no idea if that's a good idea or not.
Or we put him in the car, I turn him to stone, and hypothetically, he stops bleeding out.
Hypothetically,
never tried it before.
and then there's a possibility that if he loses his sustain, then it'll stop petrifying. And then if he doesn't sustain precisely and ends up completely petrifying him, there is not a reversal.
So yeah, man.
So there is that option, sure.
So not the option is what you're saying.
Your call. Your call.
Yeah. Probably not that one.
Okay, checking.
Uh,
I mean, we got a doctor back at the Barrens, but it's far.
Probably
I can't go into a hospital.
too far.
And you guys are both heavily wounded. If you guys go into the hospital, they're gonna probably hold you there. And then, Lone Star gets involved because you guys have claw marks on you. So,
Anybody know a good street doc?
All I can think is racing back.
Real quick,
Mm-hmm.
can I make a call to Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to make a call to Sam.
Okay. Phone's gonna ring a couple times and. Hello?
Hey Sam, Kaze here. Been a long time. Hope you're still doing good. Bit of an emergency situation, so apologies if I'm talking fast here. Need a street doc in the downtown area. Do you know anybody?
All right. Out of character, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Does he know about your backstory, or is he more of just a friend here?
He's a friend here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Downtown. I don't know anybody offhand. It's a pretty big area. Just ask for somebody who might be there. Do you know anybody downtown that you can trust?
Possibly.
I'd try and give them a call then, because I don't know anybody off the top of my head. If you're closer out here to the Barrens, yeah, I know a couple people that I could get in touch with, but downtown, sorry, chummer.
No, that's fair. Like I said, just thought I'd give it a shot here. Appreciate it, and I still owe you a drink, so I'll see you soon. And then I just hang up and I'll wait for responses.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Sam Hickory. Unless anybody else knows anybody else in the downtown area in which we could try to get some information and be helpful. If not, I'm calling Sam Hickory.
Before you call Sam Hickory, because my God, I would love this. Before you call Sam Hickory, you do know that you have one other number that you could potentially reach out to, and that's the two technically. There's the mysterious gentleman that was trying to acquire your business, and there is that Renraku representative.
I somehow think both of those are better than Sam Hickory.
Well, I'm probably not Mr. Saito, because he just wants to own my company, and that doesn't seem good. So potentially not. but also the other option is also not a great option.
But your friend is potentially dying.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I know a mage downtown that might have some healing, but I don't know if he'll be happy to see us.
What mage is that?
Dorland or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Bears.
Doolin?
Doolin, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if he has heal, but he's a mage.
I don't think that's the move.
He is down. He is downtown.
He is downtown. That's my only contact.
You could try.
If you want to call him and ask him if he can do healing magic for us, so we don't have to just go there and show up with a bleeding
I
person.
don't have my burner on me because I never picked it up from the conference room. I don't have a phone.
He only knows the location downtown.
I could direct you there. And by direct, I mean I could tell you its address because I can't see street signs.
Actually see street signs. Yeah, no, I get you.
Unless they're in Braille.
Probably not.
Okay, all right. That's the only character I know that's downtown.
So there you go. There are your options. Mr. Saito is out, so yeah. You've got Renraku, Sam Hickory, and driving to Doolin.
And driving to Doolin. I just all of these options are bad. It's very much picking the least bad available one, and that's kind of hard to discern at this point which of those would be the case. I mean, you know, Sam owes us a favor or two is all I'm saying. But also, I don't know that Sam Hickory is going to be the most trustworthy reference for a street dog in the first place. Okay. I will put my normal phone away.
Okay.
And take out my other phone. And I will call Mr. Satoshi.
Okay.
The Red rep.
It only takes one ring, and the phone picks up. Yes?
I need a street dock in downtown. Closest to, and I'll tell him whatever the cross streets where the panic button was that I hit.
How bad is this?
Bad.
Go to this location. And he shoots you like a pin to drop on your map. Go here, and when you get close, call me back.
Okay. And I will hang up and pull up the address and keep going to the car. Yep.
You guys are all jumping in the car? Are you leaving your bike? Because the wheelchair's not going to fit on the bike.
No, who's driving?
I am.
Car? Okay, so I'm going to give Otto the address. No, I'll give Brass.
Huh?
I'll give Brass the address, and I'll take the bike and follow behind them.
Okay. All right. Brass, you plug in the address and you're just going for it.
Yep.
As you guys tear off. So it leads you this way and that through some side streets. The one thing that you're going to notice while you're driving is that as you're driving, the Renraku arcology is progressively getting larger and larger and larger, as if you're going towards it.
Man, I'd love to see this. I mean, it's like big enough. I know it's from the arcology, right? Like,
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
from the rough shape,
yeah.
It's very obvious in the skyline.
Hey, Brass, are we going to do the arcology?
Just wherever this address is. Yeah.
Could you
probably behind the big building.
Could you move the map to see if the pin is on the giant pyramid?
Oh, that's just pyramid.
What? Did you not see it?
I was thinking the thing was behind the giant pyramid. It doesn't seem like a place.
I'm asking if you could check the map, because you know what? Never mind. I don't care.
Okay.
We died.
I like to imagine that the address is like one arcology way. I don't know if that's where we're going, but we're just following directions.
You're getting close to the mark. Kaze, you calling back while you're on the bike?
Yeah.
All right, again, just one ring. Mr. Satoshi, your pickup. Are you close?
Yes, we're approaching the location.
Please give me the descriptions of your vehicle.
What does Bear's car look like? I don't actually know.
It's just like an Americar.
Okay, what color?
Probably black.
No, well, yeah, it probably would be black. Yeah, it would be black.
All right, black Americar, and I will also give them the license plate number on it.
Okay.
And then red motorcycle.
Do not. Once you're past a certain spot, you'll know it when you see it. Just follow instructions. All right, Brass. As you're going forward, you're starting to notice the cordon that has gone up around the arcology. You can see it dead in front of you, and the auto nav is taking you into the cordon.
I just want to say real fast, I have my full getup on, mask. I just so you know, can't just heads up.
And I definitely know what a cordon is, but for those who don't know,
Sure. A cordon is the streets are blocked off with do not enter signs. There's military trucks that are parked in the area from the Metroplex Guard. You can see there's also some corp vehicles that are there that have the Renraku logo on them. There's obviously a flurry of activity that is going on around the arcology. It is sealed off and no one has been able to get inside. It's been the hot news ticker for the past week or month, really. And you're driving smack towards it.
all right, this is probably a very exclusive street dock. I'm sure our friends in good hands.
As you're getting closer, Brass, you see that there's somebody in a Renraku like security getup, and they've moved one of the blockers away and are waving you forward.
Ooh. VIP access. Nice.
Yeah, just stay on guard.
Otto, when you get here, there's a flurry of activity in the astral as well. There are spirits everywhere around the arcology. Many of them are watcher spirits. There are also some defense spirits as well.
That's neat. Good for them. Hopefully no wards or anything like that I have to pass through.
So you guys are flagged forward and you're directed over into this Renraku area. There are Renraku security trucks all over you. You can see that there are some of the famed Red Samurai that are in their full security get-up in squads that are going around, and you're being directed to head in to this underground parking garage and then waved into a parking spot.
Oh, Kaze's got some connections, it seems.
Yeah, some connections we should talk to him about in the future.
Kaze, when you get parked in there, you'll notice that the suit that is walking up to you guys is Mr. Satoshi.
Mm-hmm.
And he just comes up to you.
I would like to activate my Linguisoft for Japanese to start speaking with him.
Sure.
My friend is in the back. He needs immediate attention. And I want to make sure that the other two in this vehicle are allowed to leave without any issues. I will stay with my friend.
As you wish. We'll get your friend taken into the medical team immediately.
Okay.
Your two friends may leave.
I'm gonna.
There
Walk
is an issue for you, though.
Give me 1 second. Then we can discuss that. I'm gonna
Very
walk
well.
up to the car with the guys as they're coming up to grab Applejacks out of the back, and I'm just gonna lean in to talk to him and go. So you guys should probably go back to Asgard. You're not gonna have any issues getting out of here. Tell Bear that he's probably gonna want to paint this car and change the license plate as quick as he possibly can.
That's cool. So what about you?
I'm gonna stay here with Applejacks and make sure that he gets taken care of.
Got it. So like we can't do a rescue mission for you if Drek hits a fan.
I understand.
You're okay.
I understand. This is
Good luck.
not the path that I necessarily wanted to take, but got to make sure Applejacks is taken care of. So,
Keep us updated.
will do as best I can. So yeah, just just turn around, go back that way. You guys are good to go. Okay, and then I'll walk back up and
Okay. Brass and Otto, you guys just gonna reverse out of here and take off?
Brass, we are not staying.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you watch them take off. They're allowed back out. You can make it back out through the defense line. They let you back out into the Metroplex, and off you go. Kaze, they will wheel Applejacks into a medical tent that has been put up. The first thing you notice when you get in here is there are lots of bodies in here. There are people in here, even in the Red Samurai security get-up. Some of them are missing limbs. There's wounds that are just gushing blood. This is like a put-together triage tent that was done. It seems very makeshift and put together last minute, like they weren't prepared for something like this. But Applejacks is rushed off to a team of medical doctors, or some kind of med techs or something, but they will immediately take him out of the wheelchair, place him up on the table, start undoing the bandages, and start to go to work on him. In the meantime, Mr. Satoshi will come up to you, and I hate to pile on more awful news for you, but it was important that you are told. Our mutual acquaintance, who was running the business that you now have control over, is missing.
Sue,
Yes.
what happened? I haven't seen her since she was taken away.
Yes. She was brought on to help fix certain issues with body armor fabrication that we were needing, thinking that it would be enough to enter the arcology, and it was not. And she would not take no for an answer and chose to enter with the last group that has gone inside, and we have not heard from them. I do not
see.
wish that to weigh heavy on you as you're dealing with this now, but there is more. Now that you have stepped on to corporate grounds once more, he bows solemnly to you, and then he'll reach back and grab a phone and hand it to you. And then there's going to be a familiar face on the screen of the phone for this video call. You can easily make out the discernible features of someone from from your past, very close to you, you can see the face of your former instructor staring back at you. And you also know that he usually is only around one other specific person. And he just stares into the screen. It is good to see you are still in one piece.
It's good to see you as well after it's been so long. I would imagine that this isn't exactly the way that either of us wanted to have to reconnect, but it seems like the arcology situation is getting a little out of control for you guys, huh?
To the point that I will be there soon.
Alone?
No. She is coming too. We will be there in one day. I just thought you should hear it from me first.
I do appreciate that. She never misses an opportunity to make an entrance, so I will probably be here to meet both of you once you arrive.
It is at her request as well, when she was notified that you will be on corporate lands once more.
Well, you can let her know that I am looking forward to seeing you in person.
I thought it would be prudent for me to give you the warning ahead of time so you may prepare.
Thank you.
I will see you soon.
Then I'll hang up the phone, hand it back to Mr. Satoshi.
He bows again.
Well, I guess I should probably get dressed for the situation if Mom's gonna be here.
And just as you're thinking that, there's commotion at Applejack's table as you see him suddenly sit bolt upright and start yelling your name. Kaze! Kaze! Where's Kaze? Kaze!
I'll run up to him and kind of try to steady.
He just grabs onto your arm and looks you dead in the eye. Asgard is in danger. Ugh. And passes out. And that is where we will close for this evening, you guys.
Whoa, it's the end of the episode, and you're probably thinking, what wacky and crazy zany outro do we have planned for this episode? There isn't one. But nevertheless, we still appreciate all of you for listening and watching the video if you're on YouTube or anything like that. And if you are on YouTube, go ahead and drop us a like and a comment. If you're on Spotify or any other possible audio platforms that we may or may not be on, give us a 5-star rating and follow us on there so we can boost it and get more Shadowrun content out to the people that deserve to hear it. And if you want some super secret, awesome, cool stuff, consider following us on Patreon, and you could join this super cool list of people that I have to look down and read because I don't know their names, like Crimson Gecko, Bear, The Rogue 404, Tim, Anthony, Nicholas, John, Martin, Computer Sam, Kyle, Michael, Niles, Flatty1, Manic, Sander, and the Absolute Drekstorm podcast. And speaking of an Absolute Drekstorm podcast, that's my own personal podcast that is also Shadowrun content. So if you want more sweet, absolute, amazing, liquefied content of Shadowrunness, check us out on Spotify and like 20 other audio-based platforms. We're probably on it, unless it's Apple. I can't get us on Apple. Apple sucks. I take that back. Sponsor us. All right, that's it. Bye.
The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and/or any proprietary materials used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. is granted permission to Critical Hits to use such names, logos, artwork, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Critical Hits in any official capacity whatsoever.